Hi, I'm Debbie Cronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm glad you're joining me today. You can find me at stampwithdeb.com, and I am here I'm on Facebook Live every Tuesday at 3 o'clock and Pacific Time, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. Let's get started. I have a really fun project for you today. Okay. All right, good. Looks like I got a good picture there right now. Okay, so these are three little, I don't know if you'd call them cards, what you'd call them. They're just really cute that I made. And they're 4x4. Actually, they open up and they are 12 by 4. So you need a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock to start out with this project. And it can be any color you want. And so let me show you what happens with this. I have one of these little candles that you can purchase. And this one is one that I had upstairs found in all my cleaning last week. And so that's what made me think of this. And we did these years ago, these little cards. And it's a little card you would send someone, and then you put the candle inside. And you probably can't see that, but the candle is flickering. Let's see if oh, you can see it barely. There's so much light in my room. Let me close my blind. Maybe that'll help. There we go. Maybe that'll help a little bit. And so you can see that flickering just a tiny bit in there. So it's actually just sitting inside of there. And so I made 3 different designs. This one might show it a little bit better. I don't know. But they're really cute. They're really sweet. So there, now you can see it. Right? So I'm going to show you how I made this, and I'm going to make a card also. So we're going to do both projects today. So the trick on this is lining this up so you have this smaller ridge on the inside here. And so we're going to start with the die cut machine. And we're going to move that off the table. Otherwise my machine will be sliding all over the place. And let me turn my little candle off so it's not dead. And I am going to turn my machine, I think, this way, so you guys will be able to see. I think I'll just go in from this side. Maybe that'll help. Actually, my camera looks like it sagged again. Hi, Jill. Let's get it up a little higher. I'm afraid if I get too high, then my my phone won't pick up the volume very well. But that's better. That gets you up. There, that's better. Okay, so I'm going to start with die cutting this. So I've cut a 12 by 12. No, I've cut a 12 by 12 to 12 by 4. And when I score this, I always feel like the 12 by 12s, are they exact? So what I do is I score at 4 on this end, and then I turn it around and I score at 4 from this end. And then that way, if there's extra, it goes in the middle, because sometimes they just don't overlap right. This one is perfect. And so if you do that, then you know your 2 ends are 4s, and your center here will absorb any hair of an inch that is excess. Okay, so I'm going to put my machine together here, and I have my platform. I have my number 2 plate, which is the die cutting, for die cutting. I have, wow, that plate's really getting beat up already. I just put this on this morning, so you can see I've been busy this morning. I have one of the clear plates. Okay, then these 2 are going to be cut the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to center, and this paper is, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This is in our annual catalog, guys. So it's not retiring, which is nice. It comes in 4 different colors, and it's glimmery. Now it got dark in here, didn't it? And it's beautiful. It gets lighter, it's variegated, and so it's beautiful paper. So don't pass that up. Don't miss it. It is in the annual catalog, so it is available. Sometimes stuff in our other one is already gone. Okay, so I'm going to lay these two on top of each other, centering it like I'm going to put it together. And I am going to cut with the largest of the two circles that I've chosen. And just run that through. And I put that on the other side, didn't I? Let's turn it around so I don't end up throwing a whole thing on the floor. Okay. And I'm just going to run that through. Just like that. Now, there's the tricky part. So I want, I want my white, which is going to go in between, to be just a little bit smaller so that it shows. So what I'm going to do is I am going to line this up. It's exactly the same size. It shouldn't be. This is the wrong piece of white. Let me see. I should have another piece of white here. Here it is. That's for the inside. Okay, so it's 1/8 of an inch larger. So I'm going to line this up like this. I am going to take a small sticky note here. I'm going to lay this in the center here because I know that it's going to fit. That's the wrong die. I want one that's just a little bit smaller. Let's see if I can do this over top of this. So I'm just going to put it together. I will get this lined up. Okay. Then I'm going to lay this in the center. I'm going to keep that in place. Centering it in there. Oops, knock it out. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my sticky note and I'm just going to press it down where I want it. Okay. So I want that to stay there. I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to remove that beautiful, holding that die in place. And then I'm just going to run that one through. Now you could mark it, but if you mark it by that circle, it's going to be hard to see. You could do it where you cut this one first and then mark it on that one, but then once again, it's hard to see. It's just not an easy way to do it, it seems like. I played with it quite a bit, and I think this was the easiest way to do it. So let's pull this back up and let's see how I did. So then I'm going to remove that sticky note. I love sticky notes. They're great for lots of things. Okay, and then I am going to hope that I put this on right. Oh good, right direction. Okay, so let's open that up. I have a piece of vellum that I cut. I have too much stuff on my desk. That's what's wrong. Okay, I have another piece here that we'll cut real quick. Nope. Yep. Okay. So my vellum, I'll put all the measurements on my blog. My vellum is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Let's turn that around. Okay, and so on this vellum, I am going to stamp first of all. So I want to stamp with peace, love, joy, and love, which comes from Inspired Thoughts. I really like this. This is in our regular catalog. And I like it because it has so many different things. It's got a sympathy, it's got a thinking of you, sending healing thoughts, thank you so much, congratulations, peace, joy, and love. It just did a little hello, so I like it. I'm also going to use this greeting on the inside. It says, wishing you all the beautiful gifts of Christmas. So that is what I am using. And I'm going to use Stays On. You will very seldom ever see me use Stays On. But because this is red rubber, I don't mind if it was photopolymer. I know that Stays On builds up on photopolymer. So You want to be really careful and clean it right away. And I am going to clean it with my chamois here right after I stamp it because I don't want it to stick. So I'm just going to stamp it right in there. And I like this one because it's real sweet and kind of small. And it's good for the window. So let's get this back up a little bit. And we are done with Stays On. I like Stays On. It's a good ink for the right purposes. Okay, so now I'm going to attach my vellum to my window here. Maybe. And I'm just going to use some glue, some green glue. You want to be careful because you don't want it to bleed over onto the vellum. So I'm just going to go like that. Get a nice adhesion. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to glue this to the front of my card. Once again, I don't want to get in that center area because I don't want the glue to show through. And it would when the candle gets lit, if not before. Okay. And then I'm going to attach my beautiful blue glimmer paper here. So now my little white circle here in the center will show. Looks like I got some ink somewhere. I'm glad we're covering it. And there we are. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's so pretty. Okay, so then I am using the Merry Snowflakes stamp set. Any snowflake will work. And in here I have I've already die cut 3 of them in the basic white. And so I'm just going to attach them so they look like they're drifting down maybe. Maybe like that. Okay, so I'm just going to use, I think I'm going to use glue dots for this. And I'll tell you what, Stampin' Up! Is currently out of glue dots. So I am using the glue dots that have come in a couple of the paper pumpkins that I had. The great thing is Paper Pumpkin sends you an amazing amount of glue dots every time. And so they do come with a little paper on them. They have a paper cover over them, which is kind of nice in some ways. And I went, oops, I didn't get my cover off. And I want to go low enough that it's not going to stick up over when I stick it in an envelope. And let me just grab another one of those. I should probably be using my Take Your Pick tool, huh? Okay. We'll put one there, and we'll put the third one. Oops, I already have it off right in there. So it's kind of over that way. And then I am using, in my card, I'm using the, uh-oh, where'd they go? I have to find them or I can't do my card. I am using, let's see if we can put a bow on here. I'm not sure with all those snowflakes, but I'm thinking maybe a small one. Did you know you can really tie a small bow with this stuff? It's amazing. You can get a really little bow. Look at that. You could even go smaller than that with it. And this is the metallic mesh, and that's in our annual catalog as well. And I think I will attach that right up there. And once again, use a glue dot. And just stick that right in there. Very pretty. So I need my little, oh guys, help, help. This was not supposed to happen. And I know I had them just a little while ago. They're the little dots, the little glitter dots that come in a container. They are, let me find them. They're here. They have to be here. up a bunch of stuff to put it away, but I was sure that I left those out because there they are, right there on my desk. I knew I was going to use them. So these are, what are they called? Subtle Shimmer Sequins. I did not look to see if they were in our annual catalog or if they are in the holiday. They're probably in the holiday catalog. I'm not a big sequin girl, but I do know we have sequins in our regular catalog. And I'm just going to add one to each of those snowflakes. Let me put the glue dot on the snowflake first. And here's where I need my Take Your Pick tool to just pick up that little sequin, that one little sequin, and stick it on there. All right. All right, so for the inside, in Night of Navy, I am going to stamp. Let's put that aside. Wishing you all the beautiful gifts of Christmas. And find my Night of Navy. I go from dark to light here. I feel like I'm in the dark now. That sun keeps going behind the clouds. And I'm just going to stamp that right in the center. And then that is going to go inside here. Just like that. Just leaving that margin around the edge. And there it is. And let's put our little light inside. Oh, that came out beautiful. I'm very happy with that one. That's really pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? And the lighting in here is perfect for it. Because it got kind of dark because the sun went behind the clouds. So that is that one. Am I moving this thing today? Is that what's going on? Do I keep moving my pad? Something's shifting here. Okay. My phone is falling down again. That's what it is. Okay, let's see if we can get this back up because we want to have another card to do. All right. I don't know about this thing sometimes. There. Ah, the back one was loose. Maybe that'll make a difference. Okay, so there is our little candle holder. And it just makes for a beautiful card anyway. Look at that. Okay, then I'm going to make a card that's going to coordinate with it. So this is something that we saw as demonstrators. We saw this at one of our events. And now I'm getting too much of me and not enough of the tabletop. I can't win today. Okay. There we go. Okay. So this card was done, and once again, I'm using that beautiful glimmer paper. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just so pretty. I love it. So I'm going to put this in a clear, one of our clear envelopes. Just like that, I want it down there in the corner. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of these sequins in the front of this. So I'm making a shaker card. That's probably enough. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this over on the side. Now I know why I had the tape out. I thought, why do I have Scotch tape on my desk? I don't usually use it. So I am going to take a piece of Scotch tape. Oh, first let's close the end. So first we're going to close this up. And I'm going to fold it down all the way to the card. Now the card is cut at 5 3/4 by, no, 5 by 3 3/4. So it's like the second layer down that we would normally cut. Now I'm going to fold this over and I'm just going to tape this side right along here. I want all my bling to stay in the front, but I don't want to tape it too tight or it won't move. Oops, and I have a feeling that's what I've done. So let's take that again. I want to pull it kind of snug, but not too snug, because I want my bling to move. So let's see how it's doing. It's supposed to be a shaker card, so it's supposed to move. Isn't that pretty? Just pretty, just having it like that. Okay, so then, one of the other things that I used for this, this is going to go on a layer that's a little bit larger, and we're going to do that with tearing tape, because this, I know it's not dark for you guys, but it's dark for me right now, so let me get a light on. Okay, open that up. It may not be dark for you, but it is for me. Okay, so then I'm going to take and I'm going to attach tearing tape, because this will, anything you glue it with, the liquid glue probably won't hold super great. And this will. So you can see I have one little bling in the back, huh? Okay. This makes a really quick and easy shaker card. It would make an adorable birthday card. That would be really fun. So I'm going to peel off the paper from the tearing tape. Just like that. And I'm going to attach it to my Night of Navy. And there we go. And then this gets attached to the front of my card, and I can do that with my liquid glue. So I'm wondering if I just attached it to the right piece of Night of Navy. I see another piece there. It's good enough, even if it's not. This needs to be moved over a little bit, but it's going to stay where it is. See, I didn't quite get it centered, guys. I have a gap. I mean, I don't have any blue showing on that side very much. Not as much as I would have liked to have. Okay, these are going to go on the inside of the card. So then I used our adhesive sheets, and I attached it. So, and our adhesive sheets come like this. They come in a sheet like this. And then what I did is I cut it down to the size. This was a piece that I had, a scrap I had left over. And so I cut it down to the size. It was approximately the width of the paper that I was using. And then I attached it to the sheet. Thought I kept it so I could show you. Nope. Okay, so it would be like this, and then you would just attach it to that sheet. So you peel this off, and this is what sticks to the sheet, not this, okay? I'm going to stick that back on there so I can use it later. You stick it to the sheet, and then you run it through the die cutting machine, and you get this. So when I ran these, just as a caution, I ran them cutting side up, so that it would cut really, really well through. So then I have, so now I have adhesive on the back of here, and I'm going to peel that adhesive off. So this is the tricky part. If you did it on a seam, you could find the seam and peel it off, but I don't think I have any seams. I think mine were all straight on. So it's just, there it is. So if you take the piercing tool or take your pick tool and slide it under there, it will loosen it and it'll come up. Okay, so I'm not ready for this anyway yet. Let's not peel that off yet. Okay, let's go back to, this is one of the tailor-made dies, and I'm going to stamp It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year on it. And that comes from Holly Jolly Wishes, which is one of our sets that I believe will be retiring. So it comes out the way it comes out, huh? All right. And then this is going to go on with dimensionals. So to start with, I'm just going to put one dimensional in the center. Actually, I could put one down here on this end. And let's put one kind of at like there, okay? Because I'm going to tuck those snowflakes underneath there. So afterwards I can always go back and put another dimensional in. And I'm just going to leave a little edge there. Okay, now I'm going to tuck this snowflake, which I already peeled, underneath here. And I'm going to leave enough that I am going to be able to put my, you know what guys, I'm not sure those are really going to stick. Even with that adhesive sheet on there. I'm still going to put a glue dot in the middle of them. They just don't seem like they want to stay because of the plastic. That's the only reason. If that plastic wasn't there, they'd be fine. This way I've just reinforced it, right? And I'm going to stick that one right there. And this one I'm going to peel off as well. And put a glue dot on there. And I'm going to tuck that one under here. I think I did different snowflakes this time. And then this one, let's just peel that off. There it goes. And this one is going to go up there, and I'm going to put a glue dot on it too, just to make sure that it stays. Right there. Okay, now I'm going to come back and I'm going to put a glue dot on the center of that for my sequin. On the center of each one of them, so I can put the sequins on there. And just peel off those tearaway papers. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool and pick up some sequins. So let's see. There's a good one right there, facing the right direction. Whoa. Looks like I need a little more putty out of there. Okay. So that one's going to go there. And this one's going to go here. And let's just pick up one more. And put that one right there. Okay. Now we need a bow. I'm going to fold this over. So once again, I'm going to use the metallic ribbon. And like I said, this makes such a beautiful bow and such a small bow. I mean, you can make a bigger bow if you wanted, definitely. But I'm looking for a small one right now that's going to go on the end of my tag. Not too small though. This one should be a little larger. Just trim that off. Get myself a glue dot here. Whoops. Wrong tool. Wrong end on the tool. And I'm just going to put that right off to the side of that because I don't want it in the hole. And I'm going to attach my bow. I think my tails are going to need trimmed a little bit. They're still a little bit long. This one especially. Okay. And I'm going to put this one, which way? Just like that. So the tails are coming over this way. And there is my shaker card, guys. I can put this on the inside. I cut 2 pieces for the inside of the card just to attach them so that they makes the card a little stronger, gives me a place to write a note or stamp another greeting. I should have stamped on here, huh? Okay, let's do it. So I still have, on the front says most wonderful time of the year. And let's use this wishing you all the beautiful gifts of Christmas on the inside. Since I have it out. And then let's just put that on the inside. Okay, you will find all the measurements and everything for this at stampwithdeb.com. And there you'll find links to shop as well if there's products that you need. And I do still have mystery boxes. If anybody's interested, they're $75 and I will pack it for you, or you can come pack it yourself if you live locally. If you don't live locally and you want to give me an idea of what you want in your mystery box, I can help. I can try to accommodate you as best I can. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. I will be here next Tuesday. It's the Tuesday before Christmas, but since Christmas is on a Saturday, I will be here Tuesday, providing I don't have a reaction to my to my shot on Monday. I'm getting a COVID shot on Monday, and I had no reaction to the other ones, but providing I don't have a reaction, I will be here Tuesday. If I'm not here, I will post on Facebook. And if I'm not here, I'll see you after Christmas, but I'm planning on being here. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and make lots of cards and stuff and post them on my page. I want to see what you're doing, ladies. I want to see what you're up to. And remember, casing is allowed in stamping. Copy and share everything. That's what case means. So you can copy anything and share it. So if you're uncomfortable sharing it, copying identically, then copy it and change the color of the paper, change the stamp set, change the ribbon. It doesn't matter. And it makes it your own. And we love to see what you've done with an idea that we've given you. So thanks so much, and you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.